What up, fam? How's everybody? For all those who's participating in spiritual fitness, well, today is the start of week 5. 4 weeks in. Y'all started that reverse aging thing yet? You know how that works? You should be feeling all kind of good right now. Physically stronger, mentally stronger, spiritually stronger, more disciplined. You messed up? It's okay. Keep on going. Make this second month, we got 2 more months to go, or 8 more weeks. Make this second 4 weeks better than the first 4. Keep on going. You know, y'all, let me say this too. If you're not doing all of the steps, then you're just in a cleanse, or whatever you're in. You're not in spiritual fitness. Spiritual fitness consists of 20 steps. So, you have to do all 20 steps, you know, to be in spiritual fitness. Or then, you're doing what you're doing, but keep moving. 20 plus 1. My one is I don't socialize or go online till noon every day. And that's a hell of a thing to do. The days that y'all can do that, whoever can afford to do that, I suggest you do that and see what that feel like. Can y'all hear me? Is the music too loud? Who's here? Hold up, April, Keffa, Scarlett, James, King. Hold up, family. I'm feeling good. I see changes in myself. Let me tell you kind of what this video is about. Changes in my physique, my mental. Oh, while we stop, want some more water? Yeah. No? I'm in the car freezing because Demi with us today. Her with all that hair, she's so hot. So we gotta freeze out. It's just only, temperature drop because it started raining 63 degrees and with the air conditioner on. And she hot. Right, baby? Won't you get down? Come on down. You're gonna be scared again. Come on down. Come on. Come on down. Come on. There you go. Go sit down there. Then she terrified of every damn thing. I don't know what started that. Stay right here, okay? Alright. These are Doc not in the car, you scared? It's alright. So, okay, y'all. So it's the beginning of our, as a matter of fact, I'm going tomorrow, starting I'm doing a 3-day juice and fruit fast. If anybody want to do that tomorrow, anytime, I'll give you my recipe. What I'm doing is I'm eating whole fruits. I still won't start my chew until noon. I'll stay on the noon to 7, but between noon and 7, I'll eat all the fruit I want. And at any time I can have my juice. So I'm making two different juices. This one is a cleanser. It's going to cleanse you out. It's going to make you go to it's going to send you to the bathroom for sure. It's going to send you to the bathroom for sure. I take like about, depends on how much you want to make. So you can go off, you can do your ratio off of this. I'll take 9. Like 9 beets with the I'm about to say the hair, with the green on it, a really big piece of ginger, and like 12 of the green apples, not the yellow sweet ones, but the Granny Smith, the kind of tart ones. 12 of those. I juice them, of course, wash them off real good. Actually, I got a little brush where I scrub the beets, the dirt off the beets. Throw them in a juicer. That makes me 9. That makes 8 of my juices. And I think the bottles are 16 ounce. Hey, Keffa, if you on here, look on one of the kombucha bottles. What size is the kombucha bottle? Is that a 16 ounce or 12 ounce? I think she should be on here. So anyway, she'll let me know in a minute. So it'll make me 8 of those. And then I have another juice that I'll make. See, and when I do with the juicing right now, I'm chewing my cardio. Did I miss the fucking exit? I'm chewing my fruit. So I don't mind the sugar, but the fiber is better with the sweet, with the sugar. So I'm chewing my fruit, but I'm juicing my vegetables. All inside of the apples that I'm doing in the actual juice, for sweets, but the vegetables are good for rebuilding, as fruit is good for astringent, for cleansing. So the next juice I'm doing is a stalk of celery. Again, a nice sized piece of. We're about to go eat now, okay? A nice sized piece of ginger, like a big bag of carrots, 8, the apples, that's for sweetener. 6 cucumbers. I guess y'all can rewind it back and get the ingredient list. 6 cucumbers and 6 lemons. So that's going to be a good cleansing, replenishing, nourishing, repairing juice. So I'll drink those 2. And then, of course, if I want other things to drink, I have coconut water. And I think I told y'all the kind of coconut water I drink. I don't... The kind of coconut water is Harvest. They're kind of expensive though. Harvest, because they're in the cold section because they fresh. Nothing added to them. They fresh, and it's actually like pink. The juice, the water is pinkish. And that's a good coconut water. No adjectives, no nothing. Just fresh, not on the shelf. But for I think 32 ounce thing of it is I was watching him dance. I'm in on one right now. Okay, yeah, it's 16 ounce. Is what the juice makes. So it'll make the first juice I said will make 16 ounces. Okay, 16 ounces. I'm not sure this ingredient right here was gonna make. It's gonna be a lot. It'd probably be like about a dozen juices. So, and that's everything. I think the 6 lemons, 6 cucumbers, nice sized piece of ginger, like a big piece that look all crazy, all the pieces on, like a big piece of ginger. Celery, a whole thing of celery, bunch of celery, not a stalk, a whole bunch of celery. I think I'm saying celery, big bag of carrots, 6 lemons, 6 cucumbers, 8 apples, ginger. Yeah, so that should be good. And I make juices pretty good, like to taste. Oh, and some kale in that. I got a big bag of kale. So, yeah, that's everything in that. All right, so, and I'll be doing that for 3 days along with coconut water. Oh yeah, for anybody who's taking the algae tablets, not the AFA, but the algae tablets, spirulina, chlorella algae tablets from On Target Living. Don't forget you get 10% off when you use code Ceka 10. Every time you go, and they already way cheaper than the other place. You're gonna get 10% off, and keep that in your system. The AFA first, and then those. So, like, I realized, this is a little TMI, but I realized when using the energy tablets, like I'll take probably between 20 maybe and 30 before exercise. When I go to the bathroom, the tablets come out whole, some of them. So I'm like, I was wasting my money. So then I would chew them, like not chew them, but suck on them. I mean, it take all of 30 minutes or so for all that stuff to dissolve in my mouth. I don't like to chew them because it's kind of sticky. And the flavors are really intense when you chew them, but I'll just suck on them and fine, but it takes so long. So I figured I put them in water. So like, I take one of my core bottles and I'll put 60 of them in there. And it might dissolve, I don't know. I do it like where it's overnight, but when I wake up, I shake it some can still be holding at the bottom. You know, just shake it up a couple times until it's all dissolved. Shake it up, let it sit, shake it up. And how I do that now, because I got 60 in there, but I like to take 30 at a time, like prior to exercise and then afterwards for the protein in it and the recovery. So I'll drink. And before this AM I woke up, I drank half of that. So that's 30 tablets I just had. It's much easier that way. And then like tonight before I go to bed, I didn't get the exercise this AM actually. I drank that, but then I had to leave early because I had to go pick up some stuff. And I'll exercise tonight. But still tonight before I go to bed, because you know the chlorella is really good for pulling toxins out, all that kind of stuff when you resting. So then I'll drink the other half. It's 30 before bed. Mind you, there's no calories. There's no it doesn't break a fast or anything. So just wanted to throw that out there before we really get started with the video. Alright, I promise you. You okay, baby? Okay? I promise you. Another thing, kind of going to talk too. Our book of choice when we do spiritual fitness is The Great Cosmic Mother. Because we all need to learn the truth of our history, the truth of the history of the womb man, the melanated womb man, and the history of the woman. You know, all women are the gods of their race. And the more, this is the thing. Check this out. My original book. I told you a story. When I first got the book, it was my girlfriend worked at Dedulus bookstore, and I walked in to pick her up from work. It was like a movie though. The book was in a bin, a sale bin, and it like stood out. The book just stood out. I'm like, the hell? And I got it, The Great Cosmic Mother, and I read the back of it, and I showed my girl. I was like, look at this. You see, because I've always been into matriarchal studies and stuff like that. So she like, oh, I want that, but I'm like, no, this one mine. You better go get another one. Because she worked there, she looked it up. They couldn't find it in the system. They only saw one book. She was like, I don't even remember this book. Well, this one mine. I never read it. And then it was all of 8 years later, Source said read the book. Not the Guardian, Source said read the book. I told you the story the other day. So, I'm really just starting. I always read it to maybe like 50 pages in or something. I never read the whole book. This book is the God book, any primordial. This book is the God book of humanity. Cassandra, the girl that's reading it on YouTube, she calls it a Bible. I see why. This is definitely a truth that many people haven't heard. It fills in a lot of blanks for you. If you go to my community post, I put the link on there with Cassandra reading the entire book. It's 27 videos. You can watch one every day. And then you'll be finished the book. One up, like some of the videos, maybe an hour and 45 minutes, one of them 2 hours, you know what I mean? Watch one every day, and then in 27 days you finish the book. But it's a powerful book, y'all. And it's cool because the book, I never read the book, but I always carried it with me. Even when I go camping, it's in where I keep my books at. I take it with me all the time. Because I have an attachment to it. The Source told me to read the book. You know what I'm saying? The last time I went to Baltimore, my oldest niece, which is also my oldest godchild, they That just made me more human, didn't it? My oldest godchild, I gave her the book. And I bought me another one. But after reading the book, or having Cassandra read it to me, I'm like, I need my damn book back. That original book that Source showed me in that store and then said, go read that book. And I'm so happy because, so anyway, I had to hit her up. Look, shorty, I need my book. I'll give you the one I have. We got to switch. Tell me that one. As a matter of fact, I didn't even wait for mail. I sent somebody over there in Baltimore to go get that book for me, just to make sure I get the book. And I mailed her the one that I have. Now, I mean, it looked like it'd been through war. I don't know what she did to that book. I don't care. I got it back. And it's cool because it has the original sticker on there. From April 2007 is when I got that book. And the sale price that was on it was $7.98 or something like that. But I only got it for $2 because my girl had a discount. She get a discount. So I got her discount and I only paid $2 for the book. Anyway, so I thought that was just pretty cool that I got the book back. It's on its way right now. After further scrutiny, I'm like, that book needs to be with me. That one. So I'll show it to y'all later. The original stickers. I've had that book for years. Since I was 38. And I'm 56. Reverse aging to 32. Anyway. So yeah, y'all read the book. Or let Cassandra read it to you. But get that book. I've been doing that ever since I went to this one store today. And I don't have my terpenes with me. Oh, and if you hear Bobby, that bottle on the way, I think it'll be here tomorrow. That was a hell of a find. That was a powerful find. So it'll be here tomorrow. That'll be nice. I could start it with this juice fast for me. But I like to get it and try first before I tell other people. I don't know any side effects or anything, but that was a hell of a find. I say I'll start it tomorrow. But anyway, so let me get with the video. I told y'all this spiritual fitness, if you do all of the protocols, all 20 plus 1, it will change you. Like for me, my plus 1 is cutting off at noon every day. Like I go online, but I don't splurge. That's the proper use of that word. I got stuff in queue, like the Great Cosmic Mother, you know what I mean? Like I can't find my words right now, but stuff that I have set up, opposed to just being wide open, going on, see what's going on here. No, I stick with the protocol, which gives me a lot of time to myself, which detaches me from that energy, which make me feel like I used to feel. I can't explain it. You got to do it. Do it for a week. Don't go online. It'll really set in like in 2 weeks. For at least a week. Don't go online till 12 o'clock every day and watch how you feel. Especially Gen X, because we wasn't raised with online. And that feeling of the real world, being a part of the real world, you know what I mean? You look forward to going outside to play. Going outside the party, we was grown, we went outside the party, we went outside to the beach, we was outside. That feeling of being connected with everything comes back when you just shut online down. So for those who Gen Y and Z, you'll learn that. You'll learn that feeling of detachment. From the internet, from the synthetic internet, and you go back into nature's internet. Nature has its own. That's why they chop down the trees. Because that's a part of nature's internet. That's a part of nature's web. Created by the great goddess spiders. And they got us on a synthetic net. A different feeling. Y'all try it. But anyway, so I grow in something every day. And one of the things I'm growing in is my power. And I want to teach y'all a couple things today. If y'all interested in learning. Help me out, share the video one time for me, y'all. And when I say that, like, I mean, like, really, help me out and share the video one time for me. So, the other day I told y'all to write down, can y'all hear me well? The traffic stuff going on around me. Let me know if y'all can hear me well. The other day, this is very important. Everybody can do this, but I'm specifically talking to the black woman because you have a different connection. And then we talk to primordials. You have a completely different connection. And it's going to be you to save the world. Sound good. Thank you, King. It's going to be you. Demi, can I cut the air off yet? It's going to be you to save the world. Hear me. So first, I need you to remember. You got to get a journal. And I need you to remember, one, messages that you receive in reference to you, your ability, or quests you may have been sent on, or, and that's mostly for volunteers. A lot of us haven't been sent on quests. But I need you to write down, like, remember when you were young and remember when we was young? Some of us remember this. I'm telling y'all, this is something real. We used to fly down the steps. We used to spin our arms real fast like helicopters, and it made us fly down steps, like our feet like barely touch the steps. If we did the helicopter. Or like I remember being young, staring at a light bulb. At the top of the step, the light bulb was down the basement. And I'm laying on the step looking at the light bulb, and I can see through it to the connections on the inside the bulb and where the light was coming from. Or I remember once I saw through a wall, like I was laying on her lap. I'm always laying on somebody's lap. I need a mama. Listen, I was laying on her lap. So I was laying on her lap. And I was at my sister's house. And the closet was right here. And I could see through the wall, that door that was there. And I sat up and I was like, I can see through this wall. She's like, what do you mean? First I could see like the studs in the wall with wire, yellow wire going through the studs. And then I went past that, and then I could see a furnace, a ball, a red sock, make some shorts, so. And we landed on her futon. So I called him, like, Tina, what's in this closet? She like, It's my furnace in there. I said I could see it. And I told her everything else that I see. We opened the closet and it was exactly what I saw. I'm grown at this point. I'm 28. And then that's the time I was about to go on that 40-day fast. If y'all ever watch my personal documentary, Who Was Started by Secrecy and What is the 7 Principles, when I put that on this channel years ago, it's still on there. And it tells you about the spiritual journey that I was going, all the stuff I was going through. So that's one. And then that night or the night after or so, I was laying on her lap. Tell you I need a mama. I was laying on her lap, and all of these people was at my sister's house because they had dreams about me. People that didn't know me. They had dreams to come see me. Because mind you, these angelic beings told me to fast for 40 days. I was in stigmata. Like, my palms of my hand, you could do like this and touch your fingers through my hands. I ain't making shit up. My feet, if I go to Delaware now, there's people in Delaware who think I'm Jesus because they witnessed this. And these people really think I'm like Jesus or something. They be like, there she go. Anyway, my sister friends, they be just like, oh my God, this the girl I was telling y'all about, the one that time. It was just another one of my experiences. But my forehead, like this much of my forehead was bloodshot red while I was in stigmata. And my feet, like this part right here on my feet, had that same soft spot in it, and it was bruised. So, and people came. So one person saw me and went into a seizure, and she spewing shit out her mouth, and she hollering. She got all these women, they all in white, they in the desert. I moved to Arizona. How about that? That was years ago. Damn, that just blew me. I forgot about that. But anyway, so I was laying on her lap, mama, and I was in the lamp. I could see, like if she had one of those just stand-up lamps, tall ones, with the thing like the globe, like this, with light down in it. There was a black metal lamp shade upside down there. I could see through it. So I was going crazy. I'm like, all this shit happened to me. I was like, I can't do it. Whatever. Give me one person, I said. Give me one person to go through this with me, and I'll do it. I feel like I'm insane. I'm sitting outside. That's this whole time the sun was talking to me. It said, you will go to the highest school. You will receive the highest degree. You will receive the highest paycheck. The sun said that. I'm like, oh shit, I'm snapping. I should cover it up, because if I didn't cover my seventh chakra, I was reading. We went to get the camera, and this man walked past me. Not with his mouth. He said, who she think, Jesus? I was covered up, and I looked at him. He just looked at me. And when he said that, people in this mall, I heard them, and it got loud. I could hear all the people that was down there in the food court eating, and it was like busting my brain. And I'm screamed out in this mall. My sister, like I passed out. My sister and her best friend carried me out the mall. So after that, I'm sitting outside. I'm just terrified. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm sitting outside, and so the sun spoke to me. My sister came up to me. She was like, you good? I was like, yo, the sun just fucking spoke. And I told her what it said. So he cutting us off today. The tree in front of me, a gas-like figure came out of the tree and like reached for me. I was like, to hell with you. And all the trees down in that row, like 10 of them, each one of them just started coming out at one time, and like they reaching for me. I started screaming. I was like, fuck no, Tina. And she looked back, I got all this fabric on, right? I'm wrapped up. So imagine that shit being in the wind. I probably look like a living ghost. And I'm running down after her. And she don't know what the fuck. She just know I look so shit running from me. She left me. But I'm gunning her down with all this cloth on this shit. That's when I found that turtle. The turtle, when I got to the steps. A box turtle. He lived with me for a long time. And since then, I kept turtles. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 turtles right now. 2 tortoises that want to get real big. And 3 water turtles. But anyway, and they big as shit. So, I went in the house, and I was standing at her window. I was like, yo, oh my God. She was like, what the hell was you running for? I said, because the trees came to life. Now I understand that was the life force. I saw the life force in the plants, in these trees. But I didn't know what the fuck it was back then. I'm like, I saw, like these ghosts came out the trees. So while I'm talking to her, mind you, she had people over her house. The people over her house is there because they dripped to come to my sister's house because I was there. I told you to think of Jesus because I was there and I had to go through this fast. They were supposed to give offerings and all this shit. I don't know them. Some of them my sister hadn't seen in a long time. They dripped to come. So while I'm sitting there telling them the story, Keffa was there. Keffa was sitting on my right. Keffa, I forget how these people surround. And my sister in front of me, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mind you, her window, the window is to my back. And she had in her window this plant called the prayer plant. You can go look those up. They're kind of reddish. They're called prayer plants. The prayer plant, somebody screamed in the little group, was like, oh my God. And then all of them, and when they said it, I felt it. I felt the presence behind me. I was like, oh shit. And I turned around and looked, the plant was all leaning into me. Real time, y'all, it's not a dream. It's real shit. Real people can tell you this. Real people think of Jesus. It leaned into me. So if I moved to the right, the plant would move in real time. It was moving with me. I had enough of that shit. I had enough. And then that's when that night or the next day I saw through that light. I said, I ain't doing it. I don't know who talking to me, who the fuck you really are. I don't know. This ain't it. You give me one person and I'll do it. So my sister came home from work. Because they had called and had another episode. When I saw through the light, I couldn't take it no more. So my sister came home. She came rushing in where my sister at. She was real protective during this time. Where my sister at? Shit. She like, what's going on? And I'm telling her. And while I'm talking to her, she like, everybody like. She was staring at my nephew's feet. She was staring at his feet. And we what? She was like, look at it. We looking like what? The fuck is wrong with you? She went the fuck on. She went running out. I chased it down, holding it. What the fuck on? She was like, I could see. She said, she was looking at his feet. And you know how, like, it started magnifying closer and closer. When she went to his pores, she could see the pores open in his feet. And then she could see down in the pores of his feet. I was like, that's the shit going on with me. And I told her, I started praying. I said, take it from her. I'll do it. Just take it from her. I asked for one person. It just don't have to be my blood sister. Same mother, same father. She went through the shit. And then I took it the rest of the way. I did it. But then I knew, that made me know that I'm not crazy, that somebody else can see this shit. That's all I needed was that little bit. And I took it, and I went on with it. But my point, these things that was happening to you, I'm just giving you some examples of mine. I'm going to give you another in a minute. And in case I say what I say, because you know how I forget. The Albuquerque, somebody remind me of Albuquerque when I say what I say. The one I want y'all to remind me of, please. So, I need you to go back and remember. It's a good thing to do while you're in fasting. Ask for it. Remember situations that happened to you that was powerful, where you may have thought it was of the devil. Somebody told you it was of the devil. I need you to go back. I need you to write those things down. It was not of the devil, because I promise you, the devil only exists with Christianity. How about that? Devil and Christianity go hand in hand. Without Christianity, there's no devil. Without the devil, there's no Christianity. Christianity was nowhere else in our culture. I mean, the devil. You have entities and shit out here, but this being, this good versus evil, this demon thing, no, this devil, no, doesn't exist. It's only in your reality. That fear is in your heart. It embed that in you and programmed you to that. So, that thing you did, or thing that happened to you, a dream you had, write it down. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Okay, this is the thing, the Albuquerque thing, I remember. I watched a movie called Bram Stoker's, look that one up, particularly Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this Dracula could change into different energies. Like one, he could become a green mist. Two, he could become this big bat-like thing, kind of look like Schmeagol. He pushed the nose up. Oh shit, he's real big. He turned to like a, not like a wolf, but more like a big-footed wolf. He turned to like a bunch of bats. He turned to a bunch of rats. And then himself, this Lord. Right? And there's something in between all of that. He could be sitting there laying there. So, called Bram Stoker's Dracula. One part of Bram Stoker's Dracula was my shit. The girl that he was in love with, Mina. That name in my head. Is that why I used her name? Anyway, the girl he was in love with named Mina. And he was courting her and doing, well, she had a fiance. And then she came to her senses and was like, she has to go. No, I have to go. You know, kind of shit. And she was on the boat with him or something, the fiance. And they was like about to get married or something. And the Dracula guy, oh, it crushed him so bad. And he was in his room with 1,000 candles lit. And he just started looking around the room. Hold on, y'all. He was looking around his room. He was like, he's like, oh, man, he just started saying, winds. And he talked with an accent. He was like, winds. So the winds came and started blowing out the candles. So me and Kefa and my ex-girlfriend named Jasmine, rest in peace, she just died. Crazy. She just transitioned this year or last year? This year. She, we was on one of the quests that I was sent on. And which one was this? I was sent to go to, I don't know, that's the quest when I got the stone, and the quest when I had to go 140 feet in the air to the cave I told y'all about. So we went to, we had came through Roswell, New Mexico, did that journey and saw the alien stuff, and all this shit happened to us. It was crazy. We went through all of that, and then we came out at the Grand Cordilleras. So somehow we was headed up. Oh, we was at Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we tired this night. We looking for a campsite. We find the campsite. It's in the desert. Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's in the desert. It's sun's starting to go down, so we got our tent and everything up. We went out, we sitting all the way out in the field. We had never been off the East Coast. That's 2002 then, because it was 2000 that I came to Arizona. So I'm smiling because shit that happened. We sitting out in the desert, right? So we looking abroad, like just tripping, like we in the desert. It's like desert for days in front of us, like, oh my God, like we tripping. And then I was like, y'all, ain't scorpions in the desert? What if scorpions just start crawling? What we going to, listen, before I could finish the statement, everybody was running with their chairs and their blanket. So my blanket's flying in the wind, we got our chairs, we screaming, half crying and laughing at the same time, just scared the shit out of ourselves. I mean, we haul assing back to the campsite. We get there, we laughing out and shit, you know, get ready. Come on, a tent. Everybody in the tent. Y'all still here? How many people in here? Let me know y'all with me. Put a 1 in the chat, and I'll keep going. What y'all saying, by the way? My turtle getting bigger. His name is. We got one in the chat. Come on, 3 1s. See, there we go. Okay. So okay, check it out. So we run back. We in a tent, right? Yeah, a big ass tent. And I sat there. I feel like fucking with him now. I'm sitting Indian style. One sitting here, one sitting here. We talking. We deep. I'm telling you, I've always been deep. You're just not gonna have a good time with me if you ain't really on it. I don't play. I don't feel like playing. I don't want to play no fucking cards. Nothing. I'm always on this. Something spiritual will come out of a card game. Like I don't even play no more. I'm always here. So I'm in a tent. I'm goofy though. I'm kind of goofy. Make you laugh. So I'm just looking at him, right? We were just talking deep shit, like about the desert, about the journey we on, and da-da-da. What just happened? We saw what happened in the bed with the watch thing with the UFO and all this shit. I'm just looking at them two. And I thought about Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? That one part. And I said, when, trying to say it like him, they was like, what? Mind you, this is my movie. They don't even know the movie. I looked at him, I said, when I just started saying it, right? And I said it to the point where, like, I felt it. I'm not even joking, though. Like, I felt something in that. And then I just stopped and I sat there in it. And they was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Come for like, angel. The tent started going, yeah, I'm not making it up. The tent started going, I'm still in it. They looking around, I'm looking around like, yo, this tent went crazy. The tent is just moving, shit flying. We had to all stand in a corner. Bullshit you not. We had to all stand in a corner so the tent don't flip over. We had to use our body weight to hold the tent down. Keffa screaming, look what you did. I keep telling you about your tongue, Ceka, Angel. Look what you did. I mean, they're not even joking. They crying. I'm laughing though. I was like, I ain't do that. They was like, you did this shit. I was like, all right. I started thinking, my mind going to solution quick. All right, let me go. I'm gonna go get the car. Was my intention. And take the car and block the wind outside, whichever way it's coming from. Y'all, I promise you, I had to fight out the tent. It was like, and I'm fighting out the tent. I got out the tent, and it was like, nothing. I look around, nothing. It's just the tent. And I'm screaming to them, it's just the tent. They can't hear me. It's so much. Keffa, are you here? Tell them I'm not lying. Tell them how scared you was that day. I still got the car anyway. I didn't know. Listen, I just parked the car in front of the door and got my video camera out. When I videotaped that shit, I was wondering, I think my tape burnt up. I think that video, that fire, that's my video, because I can't remember. I was thinking about this last night, if I got that video still. Yeah, but I promise you, I just started filming. I'm laughing though. I'm like, yo, I just did some wild shit. Look, and none of the trees had like a light little glow. It was just a tent. and the tree at the tent going the fuck off. I had to fight my way back in the tent, y'all. It was so strong. I had to fight inside. When I got inside, I'm like, it's not happening outside. It's just in here. Keffa said, fix it. Keffa don't talk to me like that. That girl was fucking done. Keffa the type of person, don't get it fucked up how she is with me. I happened to her in her life. She was my overseer in another life or some shit. But Keffa, with me, she's very submissive. Every now and then we get into it. She get enough of my shit. But mostly 28 years, the girl brushed me off and she's just in my life and helped my life. Like, that's just it. I got a few people that come around me that's like that. Like, I don't know, are they ordained? Well, she said she was, so maybe that's it. You the fuck out. Keffa ain't, she's a nice person, but she don't take other people's shit. You feel me? She take my shit. Sometimes she'll take my shit. Whenever she'll take my shit, we about to just leave each other. Like, fuck all this. Anyway, Keffa like, you need to fix it. I'm like, I didn't do. They was like, Jasmine was crying, like terrified. I said, all right, like I'm serious. Like, all right, did I do this? I sat in Indian style. I said, let me remember what I did. Like, let me just do it. And I got into it. I was like, wind's calm. But then I got in that feeling came over me again. Like where I connected to it or something. And I'm like, calm. I promise y'all, it just started reversing. Started getting calmer to where the things was just shaking and it just stopped. Jasmine did not speak to me the rest of the way home. And we still had a couple days left out there. And when we got back home, she moved back to Delaware because we was in Baltimore. She left because of that. We got chilled again later, but that fucked her up. She, to this day, because she wasn't really spiritual, and she had all these spiritual dreams about me and stuff. To this day, she thought we was telling the story before she transitioned. She moved down to Arizona, just out the blue, her and her girlfriend. They moved down to Arizona and she was telling the story, but she was like, remember that time that demon possessed you? Her mother is a preacher. I've told you about that preacher before. If you watch a documentary, Who's Thought by Secret Was Seven Principles, what happened with that preacher in that church, that was her mother. That's why her mother stopped liking me, because I turned her daughter out. Man. But anyway, so she was mad. To this day, she think it was demonic. She tell a story a little half wrong, and a devil possessed me in the desert. That's a hell of a story. Could have been a movie. But anyway, so I'm just driving. I'm gonna pass my exit. Let me just keep on. So she talked to me. Point to that. Point to that. Point to that. Now, again, I'll show you why. What I've learned. Those things, the plants, my connection with the plants, seeing through the light, seeing through the wall, calling on the winds. Y'all, it's so much stuff y'all would just think I'm just lying if I just told you it all. But this is what I've learned. I mean, the way I transfer energy, I could transfer energy to my lover over the phone and make her release. I can embrace somebody with this energy and this fucking egg in my chest. And it will be so fucking intense. You don't know that hours had passed. You don't know that you were gone and zooted the fuck out of this dimension for about 3-4 hours when it felt like 30 minutes until you look at the clock. My first sexual experience, I was 15 with a girl. I'm still a virgin to this day to men. The energy turned on in me then. It's the first time I felt the energy in me. And when I tell you, We called that my first time I made out, I called it around the clock. Because we went from this end of the bed all the way around. When we reached back this end of the bed, it was 12 hours later. My in sex with her later when I was 18, we were together for 7 years, from 15 to 22. 18, sex brought it out of me. Maybe because of the love, maybe because I was always lonely, maybe because they always forgot me, I don't know. But that's how I came into my magic. When I was 18, the energy turned completely on. So much happened in my 18th year. It's a movie. So much happened in my 18th year. I blew a man's mind. I went into his mind and blew his mind. I don't know if he was alive. A whole bunch happened. I was with a group of people. We was all smoking together. And I entered all of their minds. That was my year. And I've been learning since. And you know what? I never still even learned. I didn't know how I did any of that. I never had a mentor. Anybody I tried to talk to told me I'm of the devil. I never had any help. I had to figure it all out by myself. The guardians tell me shit in glimpses. They don't give me the full story. You got 643 days for fucking what? And time is up. You feel me? Like they don't, I don't know if they can't or what the problem is, but they give me shit in pieces. So I had to figure it all out. And when I'm coming to realize it wasn't time for me to figure it out. Maybe I would have abused it. Maybe because my lifestyle of abuse, I would have did the wrong things with it. I mean, I'd imagine me, throwing somebody across the fucking room because I felt like it. I probably couldn't use it at the time. It wasn't time. But I think now that I'm settled in my life, I'm more focused. I'm closer to my divinity. I'm more knowledgeable, more humble, more understanding. That in this, and I can keep going, and in this time, that I'd be more responsible to that kind of power. I would share this energy in my chest with women just because I'm online and somebody here that they email me and be like, is that real? I would throw this shit on them because I could. Now they stuck with me. You know what I mean? But then I changed, as I began to change, and as I began to get with somebody that I knew our energy would match, I would give disclaimers. Even y'all can say now, the people who has reached into me about doing the test to see if you are Zazovid, I'm really, really responsible with it. I don't even have them in my energy. 6 seconds after we make the connection, I'm like, that's it. We don't need to do no more. It's you. You felt that? Yeah. Okay, that's it. No, but can we? No, that's it. I promise you, you don't want to stay. And then you'll be my sex slave. But I promise you, you don't want to stay. Let it go. Just ask anybody if anybody in here that's done a test with me, respond to that. If you don't mind putting yourself out there. But no, everybody I've been responsible to, because I know what happens. I know that not only will they get stuck in the energy have sent women to the crazy hospital. I get a call one day. Y'all mind me talking about this, or want me keep going where I was going? Because I can go left, and I know that. So I'm trying to be considerate. Put in the shit, y'all want me to keep going, want me to go back to what we was talking about. I mean, although I'm going to get there, but, 3 1s or 3 2s, come on. Cover said, yes, crazy. Okay, so, damn, now I forgot where I was at. Oh, we want to go west. So, damn, where was I? The hell I'm telling you. Somebody tell me what real quick. I forgot that one particular part. That's why it's not good for me to go off subject. I'm waiting. Let me see. Making what connection? The whole thing was about the connection. What particularly was I talking about? Crazy house? I'm still lost. I don't know what crazy house means. I literally forgot where I was at. What crazy house? What's that? Oh! Thank you. I know you motherfucker like keywords should have set it off for you know I got so much in my head it don't look like that movie sometimes. Yeah, so I get a call in Arizona. SisStar come down. She wanna meet me, be tribe, and be with me, all that kind of shit. And then I didn't like her. Like her was just like no, hell to the no. But this was after we used to exchange energy over the really powerful sessions, really powerful. Like I transform on my RV with the energy, the sexual energy cost me $500. It through the transformer on my RV. If I can remember to tell y'all, I'll tell y'all about that later. That lady, like, energy exchange with us was off the chain, right? She came down. She like, I can't take it no more. I gotta be with you. Because I never met her. We was always on the phone and sending pictures and shit. She came. And she was a little bit stranger than usual. So she got here, she had her own crib. And then I'm like, no, it's not what I want to do. That's weird. You should have did that. Why are you doing that? Why you, like, no. She was like, you can't leave me like this. I'm like, I hear you. We could be friends, but I don't want to do this no more. That lady. And this is my fault too, though, because that's not the first time I heard what it feels like. I never felt what they be talking about. Never. Kafa told me, she was like, you unfair. You can't do this to us. This was like years ago. I don't know what they talking about. I feel the energy. I don't feel that after shit. What people go through. So when she was like, it's killing me, I don't know what she talking about. I didn't killing me. I'm like, you gotta get yourself together. We can be friends, but I don't want to be with you personally. Anyway, I get a call. And this done happened 3 times in Arizona. I get a call from the crazy hospital. Hello, this is Dr. Such and Such from Tucson. Like, may I help you? May I speak to Ceka? This is she? Do you know such and such? Yes? Well, she's here. And she's going through a psychotic episode. She say that there's an energy in her body that you put in. I'm like, a what? What kind of energy? I act like the fuck. What kind of energy are you talking about? I have no idea, but she's saying that you put something in her. I said, sir, that's not what happened. I broke up with her. And, oh, I see. Yeah, I just told her I don't want to be with her anymore. So I don't know what she done conjured up or made up. I didn't know what they was going to do with that information. She lying. And that happened 3 times. Oh no, 4 times. 4 times. So that's how powerful the shit is, but I didn't know. Like I say, I didn't have a mentor. I never even had the guardians, and why the fuck not? To mentor me about maybe because I never asked. You know what? Because I don't know. I always just waited for the guardians to talk to me. When they don't talk to me, like I feel lost, like disconnected, where you at? And they'll come back through. Why it took me in my 50s to realize what that was? That's me talking to them and they respond. Like I never talk to them, I just wait for them to talk to me. But when I do reach out, they answer me every time. You know, people write me, can you ask the guardians for this? No, that takes a lot of energy for me to ask the guardian for something for you. Calm the hell are you talking about? That's a lot. It takes a lot. I got to go within. I got to do a meditation, make the connection. Like I say, I was never mentored in it and what to do with this. But I do have that ability. I realized that I could connect with them by just calling and they come. I connected with them recently and said, what am I supposed to do with all this power? Okay, so in 4 or 5 sexual encounters, I've levitated with these people. I don't know how to do it on my own. I haven't figured that out yet. It's always like I need a conduit. But if I did figure it out, what am I supposed to go float? Show everybody, look, I'm high as the Empire State Building. Then what? I got the whole world looking at me, or all the people that I'm supposed to help. Then what do I do with them at that point? What the fuck was I giving that for? Why was I giving the energy? Then not only can I transfer the people through different devices, but anybody that I have exchanged energy with, I've unlocked their abilities. Like some X-Men shit. What is all of this for? The Guardian said, and they answered quick. They came back quick. The night I reached out, it's the night they answered in my rest. They came. And I hate it when they look at me like I'm stupid or like that smirk thing. Like, Ceka. It was for the primordials. We taught you of the primordials. That's what the energy was for. To unlock the primordials. Everybody that you have exchanged energy with is a primordial. That's how I know to do the test. I didn't know that. I didn't see that. I didn't get why some people was receptive and some people were not. Oh, come on. Why some people were receptive to my energy and some weren't. Those that's not are children of men. They're not a primordial. All primordials are receptive to me. And I've met more primordials than children of men. I've met some women, I'll give them a disclaimer that I have this energy and we'll do everything we can. But they can't feel it. I'll make it rise and they don't feel it. You know what I mean? We do our thing, that'll be all right, but I don't feel natural having a sexual encounter if the energy not there. It's just not me. I feel I'm off. I'm a dud. With the energy, I'm a beast. It's 2 different me's. You know what I'm saying? And I've had people who only get a glimpse of the energy, but they are receptive. There's something in them broken. We have to fix it. Figure out what the fuck is wrong with them. And it won't go all the way through. And it just comes in waves, like for them. Like I could kiss her or something and she faint. Lose all her energy or something, but she won't, and it just stop like that. But then it could be with somebody else. You know, I could kiss them and the energy will go all the way to an orgasm. And their whole fucking body explodes in my arms without nothing else. Hey, eugeration is a motherfucker. It's different than all the shit y'all be talking about. Y'all doing. And Zazovic, primordial should not be just having regular sex. I'm telling y'all, you can call me you and your girl and I tell you some shit to do. That's not it. Put them toys and sticks and shit down. All that rubber and shit between you. Going in and out you. Just chill. Anyway, all of this is important because I'm showing you me. I'm showing you me. This is on purpose. Because I want you to see you. You might not be as great as mine for who I am. And you might not be as open and unlocked and as mystical and magical, but you have your own shit. I am not just a Zazobi, I'm the Gawi Zazobi, I'm a grand. It's a difference. You feel me? But you are also magical. And even if you're not a primordial, you're probably magical, especially with melanin. I want you to think back to those times. Now, let me take you to the next lesson. After they told me about Zazobi, who I came for, this is the next lesson. To be is a mindset. To be is a mindset. Let me tell y'all, what that means and what happened to me in that. The mindset. When you think about, I need y'all to write them down so you can see yourself. I'm at the wrong exit any damn way. Gotta turn back around. When you see and remember those things I just told you to remember, and I want you to focus back in on them. If you study those things, what's going to happen? Like, take one particular incident that you focus back on, right? What's going to happen? You'll remember. If you lock into it enough, what's going to happen is you'll remember a feeling. This is important. I'm about to show y'all how to be some mystical, magical motherfuckers on this earth. We about to go there. Playtime over. I feel like this car is following me. This truck. It might be a cop. You know how they be faking you out. Because it's changing every lane with me. But we'll see in a second. You have to... And cops don't like this one sound. Let me put the sound on. Okay, so go back. When you go back, you have to put yourself in that moment. I want you to remember how it felt. You'll realize there was a moment that you didn't feel normal, even if it's for a couple seconds. Because it's that moment that made it happen. But it's that moment that you were. Okay, I've always tried to go back and do some of the things I've done, right? And I don't know what to do. Like, I heard that Baltimore come out real strong just now. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I would visualize it simply. Let's use the plant. Feeling the plants. I'll go stand at them. I'll talk to them. I'll ask them to move. And I come to realize, because if you've had these moments, what was truly happening is, no, you wasn't of the devil. No, you weren't possessed. Some of y'all may have been possessed, depending on what happened. No, you weren't possessed. You came through. Your magic, your power came through. And it was showing you. What that gave you was a reference point. That gave you a reference point. I can add some knowledge. I can do this. But most of our things that we can do, we think is evil. So we don't even claim it. We don't even claim our power. So I need you to claim your shit back, for starters. I don't know how I did it, but that's me. I did that. But if you go back to the feeling of what you did, that was you. That's when it happened. Go back to that feeling. You'll come to the realization, I don't know why I'm supposed to drive, that was you. So, don't try to become what you were to make that happen. What you got to do is be. To be is a mindset. Let me give you an example. I don't know what I did to call the winds that day. But I often sit outside with the trees. Like, I can control smoke. I'm trying to think if I can show you. I can control smoke. Like, if I'm sitting at my fire pit, I can make the smoke go the other way. Like, if the smoke blowing to us, I can stop it and send it away. I can make it go. And I don't mean by doing like this. I mean by doing like this. I can make it go this with this much energy. I can make it go in a tornado. I can tell it stop, move, let it go. I'll show you. That's like something I can do and I've taught other people to do. I don't know how, but it happens. So I'll sit with trees and I'll speak to the trees and they'll respond to me a little bit. You know what I mean? Nothing to write home about. They'll respond to me a little bit. But recently the Guardians taught me to be. Don't become, stop becoming. Be who you were in that moment. To be is a feeling and a mindset. So I was driving yesterday. Damn, it's packed down here. Man, I love me some hillbillies. They be doing some wild shit. To be is a mindset, feeling. So I was driving yesterday. And what I need, I gotta stop. I gotta go to nature. I gotta sit. I gotta focus. And I'm like excited to do this. I don't even feel like I want to be at this one, but I don't feel like going to the other one. Y'all gotta pee? Demi, y'all go potty? Mary, wake up now. Come on. Y'all go potty? Come on. Sleepy? Come on, wake up. Oh, thank you. Okay, wake up. Let's go. Okay, I was driving yesterday, right? And I was like, okay, just be. So I started calling on the winds, all jokes aside. Like, remember when I did that initially, I was joking. So I found the feeling, but mind you, I'm driving too. I can't really sit and focus like I want. Damn, it's air to me. Y'all want to go? They go party? Okay, where my wallet at? Let's go. Demi, how about you? Yeah, you got pee-pee? You want some of this? No? You want some peanut butter, Mary? So I went into winds, right? Like, especially when I would come to a stop at a traffic stop, I would go into it. Nothing happened. I kept doing it. The feeling would come over me. Not only did I get chills on my body, but my energy, the energy I always talk about, came up. Nothing happened. But when I pulled, I left it alone. When I pulled on my block, like my house, when I pulled on the block, the wind started. It wasn't in the forecast. The winds and rain. It just started right on my block, like the tree, it just started. And I knew in that moment, it came. But I wasn't able to sit and focus on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm driving, so I didn't have the energy. And then, weirdly, oddly, this came to me. The reason you see so-called witches, fire, water, air, and earth, because it takes energy. It's an exchange that has to happen. In order for this energy to work for you, to give energy. But because I carry this thing in my chest, it's a ball of energy. When I give that, that's the give. It's to make the exchange. Anyway, I'm going too far. So, I knew when I was pulling up that the winds that I had called had started. Point. Now I'm gonna go to the forest because I can't practice. I can't practice that just anywhere. I was thinking yesterday I wanted to practice when I parked the car, but if I do that in my house and it show up, there goes all my shit. Fucking dogs flying around the house or something, Dorothy. So I was like, no, I gotta go out somewhere away from my shit to do that, to practice that. Ironically, the more I'm talking about this right now, like since we've been on the road, out of forecast, it then got really cloudy. You know what's really crazy? Wait a minute. It's like the way that tree moving in real life is not how it's moving in the camera. Let me look at something else. Oh, that's crazy. I wish there was somebody in this car with me. Okay, anyway, let's leave that alone. So listen to me. What's the matter, baby? Stop picking up my nose, man. No, look my forehead here. No. No, I don't like that. So, listen, y'all, I gotta go. I want you to remember. Write it down. Write down your experience so that you can see yourself. You can see yourself and you can see all of your abilities. And then I want you to start working them. I want you to start working them like I did with the winds. Go back to the moment and do what you did. Think what you thought or feel what you felt. And you're about to see real magic on the planet. You have to be, not become. Don't be. You can't become you. You only ever had to be you. And be you is a mindset. And you'll know when you arrive because the mindset come on. Like, it's a feel. You know. It's like, you know. Let me see what y'all saying before I go. Other than y'all think I'm crazy as shit right now. Hold on. Okay, we about to go, baby. We about to go. Careful, you crazy. Y'all, look how careful. I always say, like, if I get 3 ones in the chat, so careful put all 3 up. Careful, yours would only count as 1. It's like 3 different people. But I appreciate you. So when you're making the connection with other women, do they get hot? Like really fast? Okay. Do you mean with the test, or do you mean when I'm, you know, which I want to answer that. Sorry, Mary. Sorry, baby. Come on. When I do the test, or what? Explain that one, King. I want to answer that for you. With the yellow sweaters. Actually orange. It might look yellow in there, but they actually orange. Oh, the test. So what was the question again? So when you're making the connection with the other women, do they get hot? Like, yeah. I don't tell them what to feel. I don't want to put nothing in their mind, because then it could be placebo. I don't tell them what it's going to feel like. I'll just say, I'll relax them, take them through a small meditation, but I make sure they like their divination, all that, and then I'll begin to speak them through it. And they'll let me know when they feel something. And they'll be like, well, now, because it could come in tingles, it could come in heat, you know, and they'll be like, well, I'm starting to feel, okay, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Yup. All right, get up out of my energy, and I'm gone. Just like that. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the family, Zazove, because you're one of us. And that's the test. So I don't let it go nowhere. If they are my energy, if we playing in that energy like 10, 20 minutes, then they're going to have that energy with them. So I don't do all of that. I'm telling you, I'm in there seconds. I'm in there till the moment they feel it, I'm out. They want more. No, but can we go? No, we can't. We can't do anything. That's it. Right there, you got it. Well, can we do it again? Because I'm not sure. And I'll go in there. It'll be a couple seconds. And they'll be like, yeah, right there. No, let it. No. I'm not doing that. I don't feel like all that. I'm more mature today. Because I would have did that for them like anybody else. We only do what we can do. Shit. I thought it's what I was supposed to do because I could do it. But I had to learn. You know what I mean? I can't do that to anybody's daughter. But that's the process. That's learning. So yeah. Oh, really, Heartless? We should talk. It's our time, I'm telling y'all. It's our time. But I really just need, I just want to drive that point home. I just want to make sure y'all got that particular point I just said. I remember making lights flickering, but I need to go back. No, not necessarily go back and try it again. You got to go back and feel it again. Okay? I want you to go back. Before you try anything, you have to remember what it felt like. Once you remember what it felt like, then you can be it. You don't have to try shit. It's just who you are. It's so powerful, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful thing. Don't. How did you just say that? Yeah, you ain't got to try it. What you got to do is remember how to be it. You feel me? Because then you could be like, you'll try to like flicker. No, that's not going. That's not what did it. You did it. It's where you were in that moment. See my eye red? Can y'all see that? This been like a week. Like one day it itched or something. It's not irritated. Like one day it was though, and then it's been like that since. I'm gonna get some Visine. Oh no, I got eye bright. Well, I just thought of that. I got some eye bright stuff. I put in there. And a tea. Right, the state of the feeling and the energy. Because to be is a mindset. As in to try is a mindset. Lights turn on. It's different than the lights are on. That's you in it. But what makes that is when that feeling, because like right now, I can feel my energy. Not right in this moment, meaning I could turn it on. And you might see chills come on. Let me try. It's already starting to come up. It's here. I even get like a shake in my hand. It's here right now. And then I can calm it. See? That's being me. It's lost the test. That's being me. See? Or I could think about being me. I could try to do that. Or I can feel that. And it might even change. My look may have changed for those who have discernment. You might can see it. The try and the me. And that me is confident. Because it's you know what I mean? It's like writing. I know how to do that. I don't have to try to write. I can try to write, or I can just write. Like that. So y'all remember, go back and remember what it was you did. Write them down. Write them down. Look at them. And then you go and you sit in it. You sit in it until you bring that feeling up. And you flicker that goddamn light again. And that's how we bring magic back. It never left. Only our minds left. It never left. I got to go back and sit with a lot. Because now I understand that if I could bring up the feeling of where I was when I was making love and I levitated, then I can levitate without using somebody. The guardians just taught me that. I have to go back and remember. I just need time right now. You're going to need time. You got to be alone. You got to, or other people like you in meditation circles, or by yourself someday, where go to nature. If you go with somebody, you can't just get rid of the distractions while you do this. It's going to be harder to do it. And since they taught me this, I haven't had a moment. But I'm trying to bring a fucking tornado to Arizona in a minute. That'll teach them. Y'all want to hear something wild before I go? Y'all remember when we did the June the 14th? I don't know what, we always doing some kind of ritual together. Oh, we did the prayer, remove all disagreeable energy. Y'all remember we did that recently? Who remember that? And we went up the mountain. I went up the mountain, but I couldn't go to where I normally went because the signal was bad. Anybody that's here was there then? My skin look good. Anybody remember that? Oh wait. Hold on, K-Kit. Okay, careful, remember. Anybody else? I'm coming, Demi, okay? Real quick. I want to know somebody who remember that day recently. I think it was June the 14th. We did the remove all disagreeable energies and entities ritual. We went up the mountain. Everybody went to nature. Okay, James. Now remember in that, do you remember when I was talking to y'all, I was saying how you have to visualize what that looked like. And my visualization was I tear the White House down. Anybody remember that? Like I cave the shit in. I do all kind of destruction. See it, and then just tell me one person. Anybody remember that? Other than Kefa, I know Kefa do because we were just talking about it. Well, anyway, because I was telling y'all to visualize it, and my visualization is tearing the White House down. How about I saw a picture of that recently, of the exact way that I saw it, but it's on purpose because Trump doing the ballroom, and the way they tore it down is my vision that I've been visualizing for the last year. How about that? I saw my vision. I'm like, damn, I should have been more specific. Because they tearing it down, but they rebuilding it. But I've been visualizing for the last year to tear the White House down. It happened. The vision came to real life. It came back to me. How about that? How powerful are we? If that's me by myself, what we could do? I'm just trying to wake y'all up to y'all magic, till y'all remember y'all magic again. Some people gonna think this shit pseudo and stupid. I'm telling y'all, this is what we have to do. Y'all wake up. Y'all gotta wake up. Write it down. You remember Heartless? Told y'all I tear it down. I saw it. But I thought it was just some. I didn't know that was the real White House. I saw it like randomly on a YouTube what you call it, the picture, the thumbnail. So I clicked on that video. I'm like, what? Because I saw it. I'm like, what is this? And they were talking about the ballroom. Cause the picture showed that, but the words was talking about the ballroom. So I'm like, what that destruction got to do with that? And then I'm like, oh, when I listened to it, they said what he did, how he got the White House looking right now, basically, how it's all ripped apart. Y'all, I promise y'all that's my vision. I promise y'all I did that. but I wasn't more specific. I should have kept going. I told y'all I'd tear it down. I said it several times on live, but that's one I could remember to send y'all to. And anybody could go back to that live. That was before he did this. Go back to that live. I was telling y'all I told y'all my vision of what I do to that White House. When I saw that shit ripped out, I was like, oh shit. Maybe once I do it too, Heartless, you know, my mind working solutions, that Gemini, I will find a way for us, for those who can't, that help us get to the remembrance. But right now, it's simple in my mind though. Right now, it's just about, you have to relive that moment over and over and be it. You just got to go back in that moment because you felt it, and then maybe fear came afterward or excitement came afterwards. Go back before the fear or the excitement, to that element that you were in. Oh, I got something else for y'all. Okay, I'm about to go, but I got something else for you. Want some magic? Oh, Doc, I got something else for y'all. Damn, I just lost it. Reading that comment. Hold on, let me come back. I don't know why I do that lately. Too much in my mind. Damn, I just lost it. It was a good one. Damn. Maybe you're not supposed to put that out or something. I don't know. I just had that shit. Anyway, so just you gotta go back, and you have to live in that moment. You gotta be it. Don't. It's not even. Remember is one thing. Remember, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be it. Like, a feeling came with that, and that's what you have to connect. Connect yourself now with that feeling. Then connect. Make the connection. And once you make that connection, absorb it. Own it. Know it. Love it. This is me. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, claim it. Don't let it be fleeting, a fleeting thought. You have to know, like, no. This is what because it's what you did. This is not outside of yourself. It was you who did that. Go to it. Go back. You live in that. When you get a glimpse of that feeling, like right now, I swear I'm heating up. When you get a glimpse of that feeling, just be, you know, like, and my thought was just now winds, as I was thinking when I was just doing it, like, because I'm going to call them winds. I just don't want to call them to my car or my house. I got to learn how to direct them away from me. Because I got little teeny dogs. They'll be, you know what I mean? Dorothy can only catch one of them. She couldn't even catch Toto. But anyway, you go back and you, once you catch that, once you catch that vibe, you just gotta grab it, and don't try to do anything with it. It might take time. You know, that was so you can know. That was so for the now that you will know who you are and what you're capable of. So as soon as you catch it, you're probably not going to be able to do anything with it. You got to learn to live with it now. So once it comes, once you get in it, stay right there. Live in that. This. You know, just live in it for a while before you begin to command it. But just go back and know it. And then once you feel like you could just at will pull that feeling up, use it. Then use it. You see? But go back and get it first and get to know yourself. We powerful as shit. We've been doing this shit already. We've been doing it. And this was those glimpses that we got. I've been using certain songs. Absolutely. Listen, music. That's a good one, Heartless. Music. I've been dealing with that just because, you know, I'm a sound healer. As a sound healer, but just recently, in the recent weeks, I've just really been dealing with the magic of music. So go back to the music of when you were young, or in that era. It's almost like music, the vibration of music hold memory for you, or unlock. It definitely unlock. It brings you back. It brings you to a moment. You know what I mean? If right now, imagine somebody played your wedding song. Where you go? You gone. Music takes you. It's music. Oh, here go, y'all. Music gives us the ability to time travel. Music gives us the ability to time travel. Right now, Gen X, if I played LL Cool J My Radio, the smile came over you, the feeling, that time, how we was dressing, we getting our party on. For those who like Pink, like I love me some Pink. The white girl named Pink, her doing her time and her music was Sade. Y'all remember Sade? So do that. Play the music of that time, and be careful though. Try to play the good music and not the ones too bad frequencies or whatever. Even ghost spells or gospels that take you back to a time, and it helps you to feel. Music helps us to time travel, and it helps us to bring about the emotion we need. I just said this. I was just saying. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. My peripheral caught this man. I thought it was a dog at my peripheral looking at that. But anyway, use music. This is gonna be so awesome. I can't wait till y'all start telling me it's working. Use music to go back. But get your meditation time. Get away from everybody. Get away from the distractions. Where you go, get your notepad out, your journal, a journal just about this, just about your magic. Find your magic. All little clues that you've heard. Put it in the book. This gonna be your magic book. Get yourself a magic book. Make it a nice journal too. Magic journal should be like really cool. I got a whole bunch of journals. I got like a pink, yellow, brown, black. They all leather. I'm gonna pull out the yellow one. Not pull it out, but I got a yellow one for this. Like I write my own incantations, but I got rock paper. You can buy a book that's made. The paper is made from rock. I write it on stone. And I got a special book that I write my water programs in. It's written in stone. Shit is deep. But anyway, so get you a nice journal. Or I don't give a shit. Your nice journal could be a composition book. Make it yours. You feel me? But nothing else but your magic goes in this book. My abilities. And don't be discouraged by the word magic. Magic just means the manipulation of energy. When you cook, you're working magic. It's alchemy. When you turn egg, sugar, and water to a fucking cake, that's magic. It's manipulation energy, like an atom bomb. It's manipulating energy. That's atoms. They're using atoms and slamming atoms against each other. That's why it's an atom bomb. You see? Magic, gunpowder. That's a magic. Everything around you is magic. It's all right. Have your own magic. Get your magic back that they took from you. Christianity is the enemy of magic. I'm telling y'all, Christianity, the God and the devil and all that crazy shit, and them priests, remember it was the priests who killed the primordials. The priests did that, and then took our magic as their own, and of God and all of this shit. When their shit is adulterated, our magic is pure. Our magic is pure. Write it down. Remember yourself. Remember what you can do, and start. Fuck this world. Listen, this is the time. This is how we level up. Get in the cleanse. Cleanse yourself. We got 8 weeks left. Join Spiritual Fitness. You got people doing it with you. Y'all see me changing. You see it. Other than that red eye, that's not pink eye. I don't know what that is. It'll be gone today though. But like detox, you know what I mean? The more you do, the more you get type shit. Like tomorrow I'm going in 3 days of juice to add to this. Just keep moving forward. Just get better and better and better. Get stronger. Because the energy, you need the energy to work the magic. You need your energy. You gotta pull it from somewhere. See, you got them devils who exchange energy. You got them devils who are, that's a witch. When you gotta take something living and exchange it for the magic. Because they don't have the energy that we have. We ain't gotta do that. You grow the energy in you. Love on the earth, love on the animals. You know what I mean? Stop eating that flesh so you can power up. Power up. Get them back their food. Go back to the food of the Zazovin. Go back to the food of the earth. This food of the wild women and wild men. Go back to the food. Our energy. And that's how you power up. You see? Get your energy up. And then use it. Flicker those lights. See into the future. Into the past. Levitate. That's our magic. On that note, I'm going to go because I think my baby's got to go to the bathroom and I want to get this trip over with. I got so much to do today. But I appreciate y'all for being here today. Thank you. Y'all level up. Don't think about it. Get the goddamn book. Get the journal. Write down everything that you can remember of some phenomenal shit you did. Now, it wasn't evil. Some powerful, some mystical, magical shit that you did. And you write it down. And then you go back to them individually. You take the time, you find the goddamn time. And you go back when everybody sleep. If you got to meditate in the bed, whatever you got to do. Just don't do no destructive shit like me in the house. I ain't working on that wind magic in the house because I don't want to see Kepper flying. But listen, she cussed me out the last damn time. But listen, you go back to the shit and you pull it up. And you work that magic. You remember. And then you be like, look what I can do. And I'm be like, look what the fuck I can do. Shit, I'm trying to levitate without having sex. I don't want nobody else. I want to do it. I don't want to depend on. And I am codependent. But I don't want to depend on nobody for my own magic. I don't need that part of my magic to be codependent. No. Okay, y'all. This was a great talk. I feel good. I'm ready to go work some magic, but I got to get to myself. I appreciate y'all. Do it, y'all. Do it. And I'll see y'all real soon. Water programs. Make sure you get your water programs. It literally helps you with your magic. It literally helps you on a DNA level, on a cellular level. To help what you can't see. Get under the water programs. Get under the magic and allow it to do what it needs to do in your body. Make the corrections that you can't make. You need 76 corrections. Allow the water program to do. I'm telling y'all, every day in this cleanse right here. And I tested it too. I'm like, I'm changing every day. We was talking about this at the house. I don't listen. Some days I don't listen to the water program, or I didn't on purpose to see how I feel. Do I still feel this growth? And it was yes, I still feel a growth, but I didn't feel like that magical feeling that I feel when I let the water programs play all night. It's changing me in my rest. You know what I mean? Like we play it constantly in the house, but there's certain ones that I'm listening to right now. Doing this cleanse, like so I just did 28 days of the first 4 weeks of personal journey. So now I'm going into another one, which would be Total Healing 3.0. That's my favorite, y'all know it. And then the last month I'll do the DNA, but constantly program myself. Let's see where I go, see where I get. All this magic's happening right now. Like it has the water programs because I meditate. Anytime I meditate, I have one of the programs on, and I got some y'all don't have, like some without the words enough. It's just the water to that programmed water. So sometimes I just listen to just the water that I programmed. And it has an effect. Somebody asked me to put them out, so maybe I will. Anyway, I'm going to go. We'll talk more. We'll talk real soon. All the talk's about to get more and more magical. So I'll see y'all soon. I got to go. His lost to us. Hold up. There you. Come on.